Hey everyone, today we'll be training on the subject, how to improve pre-existing norms. We'll be talking about difficult conversations around organizational norms and how to improve the norms at hand. My name is Rachel Drost, and I am pursuing a bachelor's degree in communications with an emphasis in interpersonal communication with a minor in leadership development from the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse.
My name is Eden Jewell. I am pursuing a bachelor's degree in communication studies with an emphasis in public communication and advocacy and a minor in organizational and professional communication from the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse.
My name is Rachel Werner, and I am pursuing a bachelor's degree in marketing and a minor in professional and organizational communication from the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse.
My name is Ben Ottoschleiss. I am pursuing a bachelor's degree in communication studies and a variety of minors as well from the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse.
Today we'll be following these three objectives for you guys to follow today. The first one is recognize established norms. Second one is recognize relational needs with cultural norms. And the third one is take action to improve cultural norms.
What are team norms? Team norms are informal rules that a team has established through governing their functions and behaviors.
Although norms are established, they are not often established through discussion and deep thought, but rather by habits built upon over time.
What if some norms are hindering the connection that members have to the team? How can these be challenged and rebuilt to be better?
Have you ever started a new job, joined a new team, gone to a group event for the first time, and felt left out or like something was missing? And then from that, you're not sure if it's the best fit for you?
Through this training, our goal is to teach you some strategies to have difficult conversations and analyze group norms to improve the social and functional health of the team. Now we will watch a video example of a team norm.
And I am so proud of all of you. You've worked so hard. You're amazing. So I have a surprise. And it is possibly the best thing to potentially ever happen to anyone, anywhere in the history of the universe. Ladies and gentlemen, the world famous Lil Sebastian.
What?
Yes!
No way! Oh my God! I never thought I'd get to meet him. Well done, Leslie. Well done!
Lil Sebastian made his debut at the Last Harvest Festival in 1987, and he was an instant phenomenon. For the next few years, Sebastian was the #1 boy's name in Pawnee, and the #3 girl's name.
So what am I missing? What's the deal with this pony?
He's not a pony, man. He's a mini horse. There's a big difference.
Well, then why is he so famous? Does he do something? What does he do? Son, this horse has an honorary degree from Notre Dame.
We all need to be very careful, okay? Remember, this little guy's 25 now, and he has cataracts in both eyes. He has severe arthritis. Jerry's gonna look after him.
Yes, I am. We are both on the same diabetes medication. Are you my glucotrol buddy? Are you? Huh?
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah, I just got to be honest. I don't know what the big deal is.
Get out.
Take a moment to think about these following discussion questions. Our first question is, who is the out-group when it comes to Little Sebastian? And who is the in-group? We've discovered from this video that either you understand the love for the small horse, Little Sebastian, or you'll be excluded from the group.
Let's take another moment to think and discuss the following question. In what ways might the out-group like to see the norms around Lil Sebastian change?
Finally, think about this last question. What would the first step be to understanding the normal group response around Little Sebastian?
Now we will look at another organizational example of group norms.
That's really funny. Where's the real banner? We only had an hour. So did I. Look what I did.
Hey, guys.
Jerry!
Welcome back.
Really, my gosh, you should not have gone to all this trouble.
Oh, it's no trouble for our buddy. Here you go. Listen, today is Jerry Day. We'll do whatever you want to do. Anything at all.
Honestly, what I would like to do is just have everything go back to normal.
That sounds good to me.
Okay?
I believe you were going to do a presentation.
Yes, sir, I was. I will go set up.
Okay. Remember, you guys, no jokes, no comments, nothing but support.
He needs a lot of support.
Tom.
Talking about a bra for a man.
Okay, seriously, that was the last one.
So, as as we know, spring hunting season is upon us. Anyway, here's the info about the new licensing system.
Jerry, I don't think your computer's plugged in.
I'm sorry, guys. Just got to power up. First thing we should have is my graph about the season. What? Wait a minute, no. That is not the graph. That's a picture from my vacation to Muncie.
You went on a vacation and you chose Muncie, Indiana?
Yeah, my wife and I have a timeshare.
In Muncie?
Tom, Muncie is a lovely city.
Anyway, hunting and fishing season is winding down, okay? And we all know that it's already closed season on 12. So now... I said 12 instead of 12.
It happens to everyone.
My marbles are full of mouth today. You know what? Has anybody seen my glasses? I don't even think I can...
What is one group norm that you noticed in this clip?
Have you ever seen or been a part of this kind of workplace norm?
Who attempted to change this norm? How did this person attempt to lead the group away from this norm? Were they successful?
How might the group further address the norms or create more structure toward the desired norms? Now we will examine a final clip of an organization demonstrating norms.
So our biggest team goal for next quarter is an 85% satisfaction score. I know that's a little high, but we've got to win over each and every customer that asks the question. We'll be reviewing those numbers every week. Give me a minute. I need to take this, okay?
Wow, 85? That's a big number.
I don't have a problem with that. It's important to me to connect with and foster good rapport with everyone I work with.
I get 200 requests a day. I'm polite, I'm friendly, but I don't have time to do any more.
Well, excellent customer service is what we're known for. Taking care of the client is one of our core values.
Yeah, taking care of the client means getting back to them quickly. I can't spend all my time on one client and leave everyone else waiting.
But that's not connecting with your client.
No, you're right. It's connecting with 200 of them.
What is the desired norm and expectation of the group members within this organization? What are the ways that members of this organization are expected to embody this norm?
Is there a stressor in this norm expectation? What kind of organizational norms do members struggle with between their workplace expectations?
How might this struggle affect member satisfaction?
How might a continued struggle affect the relationship between members?
This scenario shows the struggle between values of an organization and the duties of an organization and its members. I think it shows how difficult it can be to change the norms within a company if members are expected to accomplish and contradicting tasks well. Efficiency over authenticity, connection with clients.
As the members join the team, there may be exciting moments or nervousness going around the new setting. A team may already have established inside jokes, behaviors, and rhythms that are almost known from the inside. But a newcomer, these norms can cause great division and lack in social and emotional stability within the workplace.
For new members, there's value in knowing how to have difficult conversations around the norms set in place and the desire for new norms to be constructed. But how do leaders and other members of the team accept and engage in these difficult conversations, seeing value on each side?
To engage in difficult conversation with a team or members of a team, one must be able to recognize established norms. This might not mean they are able to spell out the exact function or behavior within a group, but they might be able to address instances and responses in some behaviors.
Second, we must be able to recognize the desired norms that would help the team and the individuals within it. This might look like having a desire to build connections between different departments, seeing there's a division and little conversation between team members, even in casual situations.
Third, one needs to take action to improve organizational norms. For example, by starting each day with a good morning to everyone you walk by and remembering a few names. There are slow connections being built between others who are not in one's department or regular routine.
It's very important to understand when it's best to use the skills to help question the pre-existing norms and help change them for the better. Because one might be able to make a change to the norms of an organization, it's possible that they understand the current norms and why they are the way they are.
This can happen in the beginning period when you join an organization. It is important to fully understand them. Establishing trust with the current members of the organization is important. There needs to be trust both ways, so everyone can feel comfortable in the situation.
There are many different techniques that can be used to change the pre-existing norms in an organization. Having difficult conversations and discussions can be very challenging for everyone involved. Now that we have learned about organizational norms, let's look at some techniques.
The first technique is to be confident. You want to show the other person that you know exactly what they're talking about. By having confidence will make them trust your message more. Nobody likes conflict, but going in with confidence will help you put them at ease.
The second technique is to be prepared. This means making sure there is a plan for what's going to be said. It also means having a strong case for why the norm should be changed or what there is to benefit from. Lastly, it means making sure it does not come off as a scripted conversation.
The third technique is to find the right setting. Finding the right place for difficult discussion can be a good way to put others at ease. A private place is normally helpful for people to have hard conversations.
The fourth technique is to understand and acknowledge the other perspective. This means not to enter the difficult conversation thinking your way is the best and that others do not know better. Be open to hearing their reasons and slow down.
The fifth technique is to reflect and learn from the conversation. This means to reflect on what went well and what did not, and to observe how the other person or people reacted to the situation.
You are now going to have the opportunity to practice these techniques in 3 scenarios. Pause the video after each scenario to answer the question. You start a new job at a large organization with many different departments. You are on the sales team. During your first few weeks, you notice that the different departments do not socialize or communicate often. After asking others in the organization, you found that there was not a reason for this lack of communication. It was just always this way. You see the benefits of having organization-wide communication and befriending those in different departments. Still being considered the new person, how would you go about changing this organizational norm?
A coworker approaches you after a meeting and starts to discuss how the meeting went. Other than just discussing the topic the meeting covered, your coworker starts to joke about how silly your boss sounded while leading the meeting. What would be a good way to discuss this with your coworker? How they should be more respectful to your boss? How can you as an employee make sure your work group remains cohesive, respectful, and inclusive?
You and a few coworkers are working together to make big, important presentation that your company depends on. After days of work and the presentation is almost done, your boss comes into the room and asks who is responsible for the font you chose for the presentation. The boss goes on to explain that the font is in fact garbage, and whoever picked it will be fired. How can you respond to make sure nobody gets fired? And to make sure the project can be moved forward smoothly and correctly.
Your entire office is under new management, and the new boss has to change a lot of general rules. Many of the rules appear to be unnecessary and a bit odd. After a few days after the rule changes have been made, a co-worker returns from a long vacation. What is the best way to tell your coworker about the changes and how those steps maintain strong group norms?
What are the positive steps a member can take when planning to have a difficult discussion about an organization's norms?
The first step is to be confident. The second step is to be prepared. The third is to find a setting. The fourth step is to understand and acknowledge other perspectives. The fifth step is to reflect and learn from the conversation.